Yo, it's D.Arthur in the building, speaking to you guys today about how retention makes everything easier. Seed retention will make things easier in your life. Seed retention will make things easier in your life because you're becoming nonchalant. There's a certain degree of easiness that happens to you when you go on semen retention. It's unexplainable. The bottom line is, if you want to talk about it maybe in a spiritual, metaphysical way, you can use a metaphor like the Most High is blessing you for your righteous practice. So now things in your life are going to come to you a bit easier, a lot easier. This is how you want to explain it. If you want to explain it maybe in a spiritual way, this is how you can look at it in a spiritual way. Metaphysically speaking, the Most High, the unseen, is blessing you for your righteous practice. This is how you can look at it in a spiritual way. Now, if you want to talk about it maybe in an even different way, we can say that because you're on semen retention, because of your extra energy that you have harnessed over time, life is going to become a lot easier because, one, you can think better, you can think more clearer, you're more optimistic, and you have a closer connection to the Most High, so things are going to become easier. Now, the opposite is if you've relapsed recently, you may face the same challenges that you're facing. You're going to face the same challenges that you're facing, but because of your lack of energy and the energy that has just gone, you start thinking of it more in a hardship type of way. You start thinking of life in a hardship type of way. You start thinking of life in a hardship type of way because you just don't have that attitude that you can conquer and accomplish things as well, because you might just lack an extra energy source. This is how you start thinking. You start thinking that you're a little bit on your own when you relapse consistently, especially with your hand. You're freaking out. Your brain, the energy, the chemicals in your brain are now are not flowing as much as they can be. They're not flowing as much as they can be. And now you just might think that things are a bit harder if you relapse recently. So the bottom line is things are going to get a lot easier on retention. You're faced with the same hardship. People may speak to you the same. You're come with the same hardship. But the bottom line is the way you think about solving a problem is just a lot easier because you're more connected to life. You're in alignment with life. Because of this, because of retention, because of you meditating, because of you hitting the gym, you're in a quote unquote higher vibration. Metaphysically, you're in a quote unquote higher vibration, meaning you're more light on your feet, meaning things are going to come to your life, are coming in your life a lot easier because you're allowing it. You have that, you're more connected to nature. You're more connected to nature. And because you're more connected to nature, things are flowing easily in your life. Nature is friendly to your friends. Everything is naturally for you. Make this up in your mind that this is correct. And the way you can make this up in your mind and make this correct is by retaining, because the more you retain, life in itself gets easier for you because of your alignment. Now, once you're aligned, the same things may happen to the next person. The same thing is happening to the next person. You might be going through the same circumstance as the next man, but because you're on retention, you have a greater connection with nature. You have a greater connection with the Most High. You're solving problems a lot easier. So your life the way you're thinking is a lot easier because you're connected to the source. The bottom line is, and the opposite of this, if you're not on retention, you've relapsed recently, you're just partaking in very bad things. You're partaking in very bad things. You're doing drugs, all these things. What you're doing is you're not being connected to the Most High. You're not in a high vibration. You're in a lower vibration. And because you're in a lower vibration, because you're in a negative mindset, you're in a negative mood, the same problems can come to you and you're going to have your reaction towards is going to be a lot worse than the person who's been retaining, who's been doing good habits. This is the bottom line. This is everything that you need to know. So your life is going to get a lot easier when you go on retention. It's going to be a bit harder for you when you've relapsed recently. So make it up in your mind. So is the relapse really worth it? Now, we have naysayers. We have guys who have not done anything in their life. We have guys who have not done anything in their life, and they're saying there's no way that if you go on retention, your life is just going to get easier like that. They said that if you're on retention, there's no way that you can get that life can be a lot easier for you. And they just have no idea they may not know what they're speaking about because they haven't really tried it. If you haven't tried it, then it's harder for you to speak about. Another thing is speaking about things that you have no idea of. There's no way you can make a conscious decision based off this. There's no way you can make a legitimate, well-educated decision about something if you have never tried it, if you have never partaken in it. This is just how life is. So anyways, the bottom line is you go on retention, things are going to get a lot easier. Your life is going to be a lot easier. Also, subconsciously you're going to start attracting people that are more similar to you, and you're going to start repelling people that are not as similar to you based off your mindset, your goals, what you tend to like and be sought after. You're not going to like people who are not on the quote unquote, who are not in alignment with you, who are not on the quote unquote same vibration, who don't have similar priorities, similar mindsets, similar outlooks on life. You cannot correlate with them as much. And this has kind of happened to me as well too. You can only start really correlating with people who are in the same energetic frequency as you, meaning who have similar mindsets, who have similar mindsets, who are operating on quote unquote in similar ways. This is just it. This is just the laws of the world. So they say misery loves company. And all this really means is people who quote unquote like, who are similar, quote unquote like vibrations, because like attracts like. People with similar mindsets, similar ways of living tend to flock together. And people who are similar in a negative way, they tend to flock together as well too. This is why sin and the Most High can't coincide, because one is of a very high quote unquote vibration, one is of a very low dense negative vibration, and there's no relatability. So the thing is, there's people who are not similar whatsoever, who are looking to force conversation. They'll force a conversation. They'll try to force liking somebody. They'll try to force a conversation. And all in all, these two people have nothing in common. They don't have similar mindsets. They don't have anything really in common. They do not have anything in common whatsoever, but they're forcing conversations. Why is this? People are bored. People are not busy enough. People don't care enough. They get butthurt when you don't respond to them. Because the bottom line is, if people are not similar, who have similar mindsets, who are not similar in any type of way, and you're trying to force them to interrelate and mingle, it can only go for so long, because there's just not that much to talk about. They're not similar people. You have to start surrounding yourself with the people who naturally spring you and who you naturally just want to be your authentic self around. This is it. You can't keep faking how you are based off the people around you. You have to start putting yourself in environments, situations that awaken the real you. That awaken the real you. This is the only way for things to for you to have synergy, to you to have great alignment with each other. Because like I said, if you're trying to force things, if you're trying to act a certain way to certain people, and especially if you're not like them at all, there's so much that can be said. So you have to surround yourself with people who meet your most authentic self. You have to surround yourself with people who awaken your most authentic and highest self of yourself, because this is how real masterminds can happen. This is how real intelligent conversation can happen. This is how real problems can get solved. Like I said, you can't do this with people that you have to put on an act for, or you have to feel as if you're minimizing yourself for them to feel comfortable around you. Because like I said, the people that you surround yourself with, and if you're a winner at heart and you're surrounding yourself with losers, everything that you say, they're going to take it as if you're bragging. They're going to take it as if you're just full of yourself. Now, if you switch that, and if you're a winner at heart and you're surrounded by winners, they're going to pat you on the back and they're going to tell you to keep going. People won't be put off. If they're true winners, they won't be put off by your success. Matter of fact, they're going to be encouraged by your success and inspired by your success. So the bottom line is, go on retention. Become a winner. Make sure you're focused on a lot of things that help you win in life. Eventually, you're going to start correlating and start attracting similar people who are in this atmosphere of winning, and you guys are going to come together and create something wonderful. You no longer have to put yourself in some sort of way where you're acting a certain way and you're making yourself feel small to make other people around you feel comfortable. There's no way you can do this for your own dignity. You start putting yourself around people who you can awaken the most authentic version of you, so you can talk as freely as possible, so you're not forcing anything whatsoever. You start doing this is going to be better for everybody. Better for the people in the room, better for yourself. You're going to feel more at ease. You're going to feel more, after you realize this, you feel like a load is off your shoulders, and this is how you have to look at it. So things will get a lot easier for you because your mindset has shifted. Your mindset is connected to the Most High. It's connected to nature, and now all of the things that are happening to you is a breeze because you have connection to you're living in alignment with life, meaning things are going to just come naturally and smoothly to you. And this is the bottom line. When you're not on retention, when you're in a lower vibration, things are just going to feel off. You're going to feel as if you're pushing a rock up a hill instead of it just free flowing down a hill naturally. With that being said, I hope you took some value from this video. Like the video, please, comment, subscribe down below. Also, if you are a guy and you want to attract more dates online, you actually want to get more dates and have a more meaningful relationships in your life instead of being alone consistently, click on the link down below. It is called the Online Dating Blueprint, and it is helping guys everywhere get more dates online so they can meet with them in person, have more meaningful relationships, have more meaningful people stick around in their lives. If that sounds like you, click on the free presentation down below. We have helped other guys. We have helped guys attract and keep women that they actually like in their lives. With that being said, like, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you in the next video.